what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the RapChat. We're your hosts, Luke Dick.
Elias Eldridge.
And Sam Kenny.
And before we head
Sam Kenny.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever else you get your podcasts, make sure to leave us a rating and also please leave us a review. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at the RapChat Official, where we post things all Toronto Raptors and RapChat related. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another installment of the RapChat. So this is where we're just going to be going through the Toronto Raptors subreddit, r/Toronto Raptors, and seeing what everybody has to say this week. So let's hop right in.
Let's go.
All right. So I guess first post on here.
All right, let's skip this one.
Unfortunately, yeah, we have to get this one over with. Unfortunately, Jays lost. I don't know if anyone who's watching the show is baseball fans.
Sam's a big Blue Jays fan. I'm like a mediocre Blue Jays fan. I was really upset.
Okay, bro, I can critique this picture and this joke. Let's not equate the Leafs and the Jays here, okay?
Yeah.
The Jays lost one playoff series.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Okay.
But
bad, but let's not.
Yeah,
they should be
Leafs
different
are worse.
faces.
Yeah,
the Jays face should be somewhere
the
in the
Raptors
middle.
is accurate. The Jays should be in between those two.
Is the Raptors accurate? I guess.
Yeah,
I
they
guess
won a championship. They've been good. They've been relevant for the past 12 years.
All right, they have.
But the Blue, I guess the Blue Jays are fun. Did they win 29 years ago? The Blue Jays? Is that when they last won?
I think Sam said the 90s.
Yeah,
that
that's 29 years ago. Yeah.
God, R.I.P.
All right,
too
next
bad.
one.
Moving on. Even the Raptors' social media team had enough. What is this? But we came back. So NBA says that was tough. What is? Oh, this is Jason Tatum. But we came back down from 17 and we didn't get a highlight. Yeah, I know. Okay, they posted a lot of the Boston highlights. I was watching the highlights on YouTube and the highlights on Instagram. They posted so many of the Boston ones, but we came back and won that game.
I think the NBA media, like social media, though, they just care about what gets the most outreach and interactions. And like, there's more Boston fans in the world than Raptors fans.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and honestly too, the thing is it's so easy to attach like notoriety to a guy like Jason Tatum because he's so obviously their like star,
right?
Their star player. Whereas
he's a very stereotypical star player, scores a lot.
Yeah.
He's like the archetype of a
popular
star.
kid.
Popular kid.
Yeah. Well, and dude, okay. Well, one thing I do have to say about this game though that I did watch was that man. We really 3-point shooting is still a problem, bro.
I think I'm not gonna call anything a problem yet because it's preseason. But
yeah, you're right.
But I thought even the game yesterday against the Bulls, they were shooting too many threes.
Really?
I think it's just guys are tired. Preseason. Let's just shoot threes. I feel like that's kind of the thing all the time.
They shot 20 threes last year too, so like it could still be a thing.
Yeah.
It's just, man, we just got to make the threes, bro. Like the threes that we were taking, I think in the Chicago game were good threes. Like they were good shots, but it was just, man, like at least in this Boston game, dude, it was really tough watching it because they were hitting threes with ease, man. And dude, Andre Drummond.
3 for 3.
Dude, what the fuck is up with that, dude? What, like,
That's
come on,
preseason.
bro.
Preseason basketball does not exist.
I know, bro.
It's not real. It's
all a
not
fever
real.
dream.
Yeah.
It's
If Andre Drummond makes 5 threes, I'll say 8 threes this season. I will give you both $2.
Oh, blast off.
Deal,
Bro, and that's the thing is that...
You could chalk that down right now.
Dude, that's why you got to take the preseason with a grain of salt too. We made a big mistake we made last year. We were thinking like Svi was good.
Svi does not avoid critiques, man.
I know, dude.
Yeah, bro, play better.
Bad.
Hate it, man.
What is he doing? Is he?
He's on the.
He's somewhere else.
Who signed him? Someone signed him. Knicks.
Oh yeah, the Knicks signed him, but he's
signed
probably
him?
not gonna make the team.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Vitulis or whatever that LaMelo's
He'll be there.
Balls,
He'll be there soon.
European team.
He'll be there soon.
I think a little too good for him.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one here. Toronto was voted to have the best home court advantage in the league by NBA GMs. Toronto, yeah. So
No Kizzy.
I saw other Raptors content. Nick Nurse tied for second in best in-game adjustments. Third for This is the thing. I think if this might be a stupid thing to say because like this is kind of obvious, but I feel like we'd get even more recognition because come on, guys. Nick Nurse is a genius for in-game adjustments, man. Like
I think who got hired? I think it might have been Spoelstra that got above him.
That makes sense.
I mean,
Yeah.
They're close. Like
Oh, yeah.
Nick Nurse isn't all the way the best at in-game adjustments. Like there's other guys.
I think Nurse is definitely top.
He's definitely top 3.
Five,
I think second place. Like hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is high.
But he's not above and beyond the best at in-game adjustments. But
I think it's just like the fact that it's just impressive, like what he has to work with, and the fact that we've won games strictly because he's thrown out just a lineup that throws off the other team so much, right?
Yeah, he's not really getting as much as we love. Masai Ujiri in the front office has done some good things. The last couple of years, they've given him like some. Like he's had to work with some stuff.
Yeah,
like Nick Nurse, right? Like he's had to he's not like he's not Steve Kerr inheriting the amazing shooting of the Warriors. Like it's pretty easy to make a system around that.
The fact that we were the 5 seed last year with what we had is something to be said about.
For sure.
Nick Nurse.
And like when your one off season addition was Kem Birch signing it. Like
yeah, exactly, dude.
The fact that you can that's really. I disagree with the offense part of it, but. I think he's probably worth. I think he's not top 3 in offense, but
what do you mean?
I think he's like top.
We'll see,
top 10.
Sam. We'll see how the half court offense does this year.
Yeah,
we had so many young guys, man, trying to run a half court offense with like Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet are your only 2 veterans, and you know they weren't even the guy back in the 2019 championships. They were still young guys, but
best in game adjustments was Ty Lue.
Oh, that makes
Ty Lue, then
sure,
Nurse and Spoelstra were tied for second.
Yeah, Ty Lue is that's his thing.
Ty Lue
right?
is really
and actually the Clippers did a very decent job last year, even though Kawhi was out.
Yeah, and Paul George so half the year too, and everything. Like they were like Ty Lue was.
They made noise, man. They made noise. They have a lot of good guys on their team.
They're my championship pick this year.
Is Eric Bledsoe still playing?
No, he doesn't play basketball anymore.
He doesn't play basketball anymore.
I hope
he's
not.
on Portland.
Nope, not anymore.
No,
he's. I think he was a free agent.
Oh, I thought Portland picked him up.
They had him. But I think that he was a free agent this year. No one signed him.
Oh, wow. That's too bad.
Who?
I mean, he is 32.
Yeah.
I mean, what does he really offer?
He's
a free agent. And he's poop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's too bad.
A few years now for him.
But you know what's weird? My biggest annoyance as a Raptors fan from this GM survey was that Mobley and Cunningham both got most improved votes, and Scottie got 0.
For
most improved player.
This next year?
The GMs did vote on, and no one voted Scottie.
I guess he was rookie of the year, so you know.
But they voted Mobley, and there's no way Mobley's winning it. Like Scottie's having more improved year than Mobley, I think, at least overall.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is about and that's true, and it's because Mobley's role is kind of defined already, whereas Scottie's you know, he can do so much, so it's really just a thing of you know, trying to figure out where he fits the best.
Yeah, Mobley's gonna be behind Garland and Mitchell, and then you got Jared Allen down low also with them and stuff.
I feel like you have to win rookie of the year though, and then win most improved, you have to
Yeah, but I don't think that's what they were thinking. I don't think that's what they were thinking.
Yeah.
But also too, this is just something random, but not necessarily random. But I really do think that with a different coach, this team, if we still had Dwayne Casey, I really don't think that the team that we have now would have done as well as they did last year.
No, he's too old school.
And Dwayne Casey actually sucked it into game adjustments.
Yeah,
it's his worst thing.
He was really set in his ways.
Yeah. But then the thing though, he won Coach of the Year, right? So you know that just kind of goes to show you know how good Nick Nurse actually is.
Yeah.
And he really deserves to be in that conversation.
100%.
Dalano Banton's student photo.
Is that
okay?
I thought this was an NBA
summer
league photo.
I want to use.
He looks so high in this photo, man.
I want to use this opportunity to talk about how good Dalano Banton's been, because
what's that?
I want to use this opportunity to talk about how good Dalano Banton's been.
Yo, I've been saying this, man. I've been on the Delano bandwagon.
You've all been on the Delano bandwagon.
No, I was a hater.
What?
I've been on the Delano bandwagon too.
I was a hater.
I've always
I was a hater.
Early
I've
supporter.
not been a hater.
Early supporter.
I was a bit of a hater.
If you go watch
you
my,
were a hater. You were like, he's not gonna be that good.
If you go watch my tier list video, hey guys, if I can please plug my video. If you guys go watch my tier list video, last video recorded and posted on this YouTube channel, you'll see my thoughts about Delano.
Dude, and
but
let us take this opportunity to talk about
him.
I think I'm gonna make a video about him too.
He is already an elite transition NBA player. In transition, if you guys get this guy in transition, he is elite.
Not only that, he's got a left hand.
Yes.
He started working on his left hand. I saw him he did a couple Euro steps to the left.
His dunk yesterday was. I've never seen him.
That dunk
half
was
court.
Insane.
It was in a half court offense too.
That's not the most top voted.
I thought we were gonna see it.
Yeah, I know.
That's when I had in my head I want to talk about Delano this video. But I thought we were going to see the dunk. That's when I could talk about it.
Yeah, bro.
But we see this picture instead.
We might see it later on, but I don't know, man. That was crazy, bro.
I think Delano's going to be a heavy rotation player for us.
I absolutely think so.
I'll say heavy rotation next year. I think he's going to be 20 minutes a game next year. This year, maybe 10, 15, I don't know. But he's so skilled at his size as a point guard. And I think
and
his defense is great. And if he just improves his ability to score in a half court, that's when he becomes a natural full-on NBA player.
It's the shooting, man. I think he's got great fundamentals for his shot too. And he did pull up in the mid-range a couple times, and that's his game.
I like seeing him do it.
Yeah. That's his game. Like you want him like. When it comes to guys like Dalano, guys who can be like really, really good role players, what you want is them to develop their game, right? Like, I mean, Pascal has his spin move game. That's how we know him. Fred is the crazy dribbler, gets inside, put ups tough layups, and hits threes. These are our star guys, but I think the rule still stands, right? Is that when you're a guy like Dalano and you have so much potential, you really do want to have some base skills solidified. And I think if he's got that, he's really good driving to the basket. He's very quick.
He already has a lot of skills, like elite skill, like with transition, anything transition. If basketball was only a transition sport,
he'd be really good.
He would be an all-star.
Completely a different sport entirely.
He'd be the best player in the world.
So
if basketball was soccer, this guy's it.
It would go him. It would go him then Giannis.
If transition basketball, if it was just transition basketball you're looking at, this guy's an all-star in the NBA. That's how great his transition.
Okay.
His IQ through the roof. And
his athleticism, man, he's crazy athletic. Like, I'd say he has just as much athleticism as a guy like Norman Powell. Like, he's quick off that step.
He has really good acceleration, and his finishing ability when he's moving so quick, and his ability to pass out of a shot and all this stuff. Like, he's that guy.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this season, man. I hope he does get like a solid, consistent 15 to 20 minutes playing.
I think he will get like 15 minutes because Nick Nurse actually really trusted him last year at the beginning of the year, which I found surprising. And so if he already trusts him then, like, he's better now. So I assume he.
And it was his first choice to come off the bench last year too. In those
over Flynn.
Yeah. Yep. I mean that's the thing with Malachi though, is like
they can play together.
I know they, and like honestly they in the preseason game against Boston, they actually held their own. Because remember last year how we'd be so frustrated that we couldn't, stick on a bench, like a fully fledged bench lineup.
Yeah, you had to have some starters in there.
Exactly. Like we always had to have either Pascal or Fred or someone out there to be that sort of floor general, or even Scotty. But now, like, you had Malachi, Dalano, Precious, what's that? Thad, and even like a guy like Christian.
Yeah, or then even like they'll put Otto in there too.
Otto, yeah, exactly, bro. Like those lineups, man. That lineup is if Malachi and Dalano can work together, man, like that's a pretty deadly bench lineup right there.
Yeah, and also we still have Precious, man. Like Precious on our bench this year.
Oh man,
there'll be a nice video coming out next week about Mr. Precious Achiuwa.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'll watch that. I'll definitely watch that video.
I won't, but I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you though.
But yeah, like Precious has been insanely impressive. But we'll save that. But anyways. Great job, Dalano.
Shout out to you.
Great picture.
Yeah, shout out to you, Dalano. So next time, man, don't show up to pictures high, bro.
Yeah, come on. What are you
Everybody
doing?
can tell, dog. We know you're Jamaican, man.
I don't actually think that's from a student.
Is he Jamaican?
He's Jamaican.
I don't think that's from a student. I remember, that's what he's Summer League. That's a Summer League picture, I thought.
Well, no, they were. Their jerseys in Summer League. What are you talking about?
No, like his draft combine picture or something like that.
I have a jacket just like
No, he had long hair. His hair was longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's not an NBA picture.
Oh.
By any means, no.
He almost looks the same.
He hasn't really aged. I was gonna say that since high school. Like, he was in high school like 5 years ago.
All right, moving on.
He is 22.
Yeah. What's this?
Yeah. Yo, watch this. Yeah, man. I was watching this in the game the other night, dude. When they were playing against Chicago, Precious, man, like, you know how he used to almost dribble the ball like a 3-year-old? Like, you push it on the ground instead of letting it come back to your hand. Yeah. Like, he's actually like in a flow with the ball. He's letting the ball almost be like the yo-yo sort of thing. Whereas before you could kind of tell he was pushing it to the ground. Whereas now he's letting it come back to him naturally. And he's every time he gets the ball, he puts it between his legs. He puts it behind his back, does some sort of dribble crossover move, even when he's just kind of at the top of the 3-point line. And that is like, just to see that is already so much better than last year.
I think he can win Most Improved this year.
He could, bro.
Yeah.
He honestly
I think he's gonna have I think he's gonna be
actually,
awesome.
It's funny that you say that, Sam, because I was remembering our podcast that we did and who we thought might win MIP. I should have said Preston.
I know. Looking back on it, I was thinking that too.
I can't believe I didn't say him.
I think the reason he's gonna be bench player this year, so he probably Chris probably won't.
The numbers won't be there. He's going to improve a lot, I think, this year, but the numbers probably won't be there to warrant it.
I really hope.
I think Precious is going to be so good, bro. I think he's going to be like.
He's going to be really good.
I think he's going to be an amazing player.
Yeah,
like
man.
peak Precious Achiuwa, bro.
Do you think peak Precious can be better than peak Pascal?
No.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
I don't know.
He's not two-time All-NBA.
The playmaking just isn't quite there. I haven't seen anything.
That's true.
I think he could be like a fringe all-star.
But like,
and at the same time be an all-defensive player.
I still think he could probably average as many points though, like 22 points per game. Like,
maybe
his 3-point shooting is already so
his
much
shooting
better.
is way farther along than Pascal's was at that point. He could. Like, I'm not gonna say.
I don't think his shooting ceiling's anything more than like maybe a little over league average from three. Like he's never gonna shoot 40% from three.
No, he's never gonna shoot 40%. But I could see him shooting like 37, 36.
That's like league average there.
Yeah, I guess.
So.
Yeah, that's what Pascal shoots. I think he could be. I think he could be really, really good though.
But that's the thing
like,
is
really
that combine that like league average sort of shooting
with everything else,
with everything
sure.
else, right? Because the average height in the league is like 6'6", 6'7". Precious is that 6'8", 7+ foot wingspan, can get to the rim, do all, and his finishing is a lot more smooth, dude. His finishing is so much more finesse.
Yeah, it's only gonna get better.
It's pretty crazy.
It's only his third year.
Middle of the year last year, start of the year, he looked so bad with like the occasional flash, and then all of a sudden, like middle of the year. I don't know.
The All-Star break.
Yeah, and I think he's just more confident, like more comfortable. Like in the playoffs where he was so good.
Yeah, man.
I think he's gonna be so good.
His pull-up threes, bro. He shoots it with just such confidence,
It's awesome.
man.
It's
like
good.
I still see Pascal. I mean, maybe this you can't. This was kind of a problem last year, and you can't extrapolate to this next year. But even just in the preseason, you can still see him kind of hesitating on those 3-pointers, and it's like, just let him fly, man. You're the guy, bro. Like Precious is out there, and he doesn't care. He just throws it up, and bro, it's.
I don't want Pascal to throw threes up.
No, but I wish he would just be a little bit more confident.
A little more like what's that called? Like,
less inhibition.
More like unconscious. Like unconscious. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
No. I know what you're. Yeah, I get it. And then that's
You want him to
that's
be
true.
unconscious.
Yeah.
We get you.
Yeah, exactly. Casually watching the Warriors dynasty potentially fall apart as the Raptors are pure vibing, seeing who makes the final 2 roster slots. My sister's wedding, Draymond Green's downfall. I think that what Masai said's more relevant than ever. Listen, I understand this is like about the Draymond Green thing. If you guys haven't know about the Draymond Green thing, basically I don't know if our viewers know, but I mean
they definitely know.
Yeah, most NBA fans know, but just in case you aren't aware. Draymond Green was at practice, and Jordan Poole and him were kind of going at it, and Draymond Green got all up in his face. There's a video about it on TMZ that got released. But Draymond kind of got all up in his face. Jordan Poole pushed him away, and Draymond just socked him right in the mouth, like
an aggressive full on.
Yeah, like knocked him out. Like he got him right in the jaw.
Yeah.
You could see Jordan like falling.
Yeah, it was fucked.
Yeah, it was messed up. But
Draymond.
Like I understand having guys on your team who bring energy. But dog, that is too much energy.
And
bro.
he's like their captain, you know?
Yeah,
like,
man.
Yeah, you can't punch people in the face.
No,
well,
bro.
you can if they do something to you, but not Jordan Poole,
Steve Kerr.
Yeah, Jordan didn't say anything.
Steve Kerr and Bobby. No, sorry. What's their GM's name again?
Oh, Bob Myers.
Bob Myers. Both said that nothing was like nothing out of nothing disrespectful was said.
Yeah.
There's like regular trash talking. And then apparently Draymond called him a bitch multiple times, then socked him.
Dude, and honestly, I feel like that low-key kind of makes it worse, man. Like, you just can't control your anger even when they're just regularly talking shit. Like, what happens when you start to have real disagreements, man? I think it's, especially with Draymond, dude, I think it's just been getting worse over the last couple of years. Like, his role as a leader in the league has kind of been solidified. He's won, 5 or whatever championships or 4 championships with them. So, like, he does have the merits to be able to talk shit, but it's like,
That's your own teammate.
Yeah, and there's a limit, man. Like why do you even have the motivation to want to be punching guys? Like I think
he wants that contract. Yeah, and he's mad that Jordan's gonna get it.
I heard something about that. Actually,
I think that's low key what it was. Like, and boil it down. I think I give Jordan contract to max before I give Draymond to max.
I definitely would too. Jordan's a scorer, bro. This guy loves Draymond.
I'm not giving Jordan Poole a max.
No, I'm not giving either a max. No, I'm not giving either a max. I'm saying I would if I had to give one a max, I'd give it to Jordan Poole.
Right.
But and that's the thing, bro. Is that like so? Someone tweeted and they're like, "This goes on in the league more often than you would think." And I was like, Not on the fucking Raptors, bro. Like our organization is just designed so
Pascal's
differently,
punching
bro.
Scotty in the face.
Yeah, not a
Apparently
chance,
Pascal
bro.
almost punched Nick Nurse though a couple years ago.
He almost punched him. He's yelled at him. He's yelled
they
at
just
him.
got into it, yeah. And I'm sure guys get into it all the time.
Yeah, I don't think-
I'm sure the Raptors.
Oh, definitely,
there are
they do.
Screaming matches at practice of guys. I'm sure there's guys on the
Even
team.
last year,
Yes.
Pascal and Nick got into.
I'm
like
sure
a
there's guys on the team
disagreement.
and the Raptors that like don't like each other, and that's normal. Like people don't like each other. That's cool.
But no one's laying
punching each
haymakers,
other.
man.
Yeah, no one's punching each
Especially
other.
like it's weird. It's just weird that there's a 10-year age difference between the two. Like Draymond's punching a guy who's 10 years younger in the face,
it's a weird thing.
and calling him a bitch and stuff. It's like, dude, that's not
know,
cool.
dude.
And he's got kids, man. It's like it's just.
It's
true,
weird,
bro.
man. It is true, man. It's like,
This
what kind of
weird
example are
behavior.
you setting, man? Especially like, and like this was a problem for the NBA, and this is one of the reasons why. This is a long time ago, but back in like the 60s and the 70s, that's why so many people stopped watching the NBA, is because it would just be fighting, and there was not a whole lot of actual real.
At least there's
skilled
not a lot of
basketball
on-court
being
fighting
played.
though.
No, there
back then
isn't.
they would actually like fight each other.
I know, but what I'm saying is like I just don't think it's good to revert back to that culture that like hitting people is okay, dude. Like it's 2022, man. Yeah. Like I really think that we should be moving past this. Like the league is so sophisticated now. Like we're supposed to have protections for all this sort of stuff, right? And
yeah.
I mean.
And again,
at the same time, I don't think it's that. I don't even think it's all that deep though. I think it's like Draymond's going through some shit.
Sure, but that doesn't give you the right to assault
No,
somebody.
I'm not saying that it does. I'm just saying like that. I don't think it's as deep as like a league-wide issue. I think it's more of like a personal issue. Like
I don't think Adam Silver has to address it or anything, but I just think. I'm also like, yeah, like this stuff always happens. Like every team has pushing matches, the guys. I'm sure, like they're pushing each other back and forth, they're pissed at each other. But like, yeah, like Draymond's.
It's just too
Draymond's
much,
an idiot,
man.
man.
He's
That was
doing too much.
stupid. Like that was way too much.
Yeah,
That was
you
so
don't
out
have
of
to punch
pocket.
someone.
Like that was not. He did not deserve that.
Oh, 100%. Oh, yeah. I wanted to get your opinion on what this is because I know. Okay, so the Raptors put in. I'll read the post off. Raptors put in some new scoreboards in practice facility, which allows them to do film sessions while still on the court. It displays data like deflections and field goal percentage from their games, next level stuff. So I kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion because there is a certain. A stigma, I guess, again, amongst NBA circles and NBA fan circles that people are reading into stats too much, and that this type of thing really isn't that much of a difference maker, and that it's not really serving much of a purpose. Yeah. So I kind of want to get your guys' thoughts on this because I bet you the analysts love this. The analysts at practice are sitting there and just they're taking notes, they're watching, they're doing everything. But when it comes to the players, like
I have a really strong opinion on this.
Okay.
I love stuff like this that shows you like percentages and shot charts and like actual stuff, right? That you can like while you're doing your workout, you can incorporate into your workout. And I love stats, and I think it's an awesome way to get everyone, like different people, into the game. I think it's a really awesome thing. My problem with stats are people who try to use one stat to tell you about a player, like one stat value. I'm looking at you. Certain athletic writers, please. No, John Hollinger. That's the reason why you're don't have a job anymore in the NBA.
Shots fired.
I'm just saying.
John Hollinger's been getting lower and lower on the podcast.
Yeah, bro.
Like he used to be on like Bill Simmons podcast, stuff like that. Now he's on like the
he's
lower
a clown,
tier
bro.
podcast.
He's a clown. You can't analyze players with one number. Numbers are awesome, and especially numbers like this. They tell you percentages, like actual actionable stuff that you can work on while you're playing. It's the when they're not, and the Raptors aren't doing like the one number. They don't have VORP on this.
I thought you were gonna say Seth Partnow, and I was like, oh man.
Oh no. I'm saying
he's very statty, but he's like good statty.
And yeah, it's because stats are a great way to, because let's humble ourselves here, right? We don't. Our eyes aren't going to tell us exactly what's happening on the court, and stats are a great way to help us watch the game, and it also makes it more fun, in my opinion. So
fair enough.
I love this stuff. I wonder how many teams have this. I'm sure a lot of them have an aspect of it. Like they have this. Yeah. All the teams have these stats, obviously, but the board I think is a great. Like that's awesome. Like,
I agree. I think stats are really good when people who know what they're doing are using them. But I hate when like casuals talk about stats because, like you said, like. It's like the John Hollinger thing where like they talk about one stat and they're like, he's so good because he shoots this in the field. I'm like,
they're devoid of context.
Yeah, or they find like, oh, he's so good at shooting from the right wing, and it's like, I don't know, they don't know what they're talking about. But when stats are used properly, they are so interesting and they're so important.
That's really cool. I wonder.
So, what is your guys' least favorite statistic?
Anything like VORP or
What is that?
The
What is-
LeBron
what's
it's just like a
stat
what
is weird.
LeBron stat Raptor. I don't like. It's just like a one. It's like a value number.
Oh,
it takes
yeah.
like plus minus a lot of the time. Box plus minus. And it just I don't like plus minus.
I don't like plus
stat.
minuses even.
Plus
like,
minus is a
either.
really bad. It's not an individual stat. It's a team stat.
I think plus minus can be used properly.
Yeah,
I think if you're looking at the last 5 minutes of games plus minus on like teams that are good, like if you look like you know what I mean, like
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
like I think in
I
certain
I'd rather
contexts.
offensive rating than plus minus.
Yeah, me too. But I think just in certain contexts it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just overall plus minus is just it's a dumb stat.
My
'cause-
I
favorite.
mean, the thing is too, though, is we talk about this though. We'll watch a game and we'll be like, man, this guy's plus 38 or something, and like sometimes those plus minuses actually do reflect their impact in the game, but
Yeah.
sometimes they don't.
They don't.
It's all about context,
Yeah,
right?
what lineup you're in with and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
And that's going to end it for today's episode, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Rap Chat. We're your host, Luke Dick.
Elias Eldridge.
And Sam Kenny.
Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, remember to comment, and to subscribe. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever else you get your podcasts, make sure to leave us a rating, and also please leave us a review. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at the Rap Chat Official, where we post new clips every week and all things Raptors Rap Chat related. Peace out. See you guys.
Goodbye.
Peace.